Alright, let's actually get this stream underway. So, for those of you who like story, Fire Emblem is for you. But I mean, there's obviously not as much action in this particular game as all the previous games, because this one is definitely a lot more story driven. But there's a lot of activities and stuff that you can do in preparing your students for each fight. So there's definitely that going for this game. Let's go ahead and get this started. So, I've gotten to chapter 15 on my own playthrough with the Black Eagle House. Hey there, Circuit. What's up? But yeah, so I've gotten to the chapter 15 with the Black Eagle House, and holy crap, there were some twists thrown in there. Very twisty. And it makes me wonder, well, how does each story differ for each house? Which is why I decided to start a stream doing the Golden Deer House to see how their story progresses differently, especially with the heavy twist that was thrown in with the Black Eagle side. So we're just going to get right into this, because I don't know if it's really much of a spoiler, but there is a gap of like 5 years that happens to where you actually get to see the students that you went through with for like the first 10 plus chapters, and you would all of a sudden you see them again 5 years older. So that's actually really cool. I love it when games do that kind of stuff. So, and yet of course your character, his or herself, depending on if you went male or female, doesn't age whatsoever. So of course they don't age. They just change in a different way. But anyway, let's get back into this storyline, because I forgot that this one I decided to do the female. But I'm trying not to do so much like in between stuff, because it can get kind of boring when you're just watching somebody play this game and all they're doing is running around all over the place talking to people and stuff. But I mean, that kind of interaction is important, mostly because especially you can give gifts to your students. You can also find lost items and return them. So that does play an important role. Oh yeah, I forgot I was dressed up in the Sothis stuff. Wasn't there also... No, I don't think it's out yet, but I do know there's actually going to be more DLC. And I forgot, I actually waited. I haven't even battled with any of these students yet, because this is supposed to be a mock battle against the other houses. So I haven't fought with this class yet. So that's what this mission is. So, as you can see, my team consists of my own character. Then there's Claude, who is the house leader. Then we've got Lorenz, I almost said Ralph, Raphael, Ignatz. Ugh, that really hurts, seeing Ignatz. Your words are getting deleted? Huh. Why are your words getting deleted? What are you trying to say? All I saw was hi ice, and then my words are getting deleted. Huh. Well, all of a sudden, I'm seeing your messages now, so I don't think you should, I think it's okay now, I guess. But I'm assuming you're good. What games have you been playing? Okay, Lysithia, Marianne, Hilda, Leonie. Okay. That would be my team. Alright, time to go on our mission. Oh, of course it's gonna make me save again. Barbosa. Or is that Barbassa? Barbassa. Or was it Barabassa?
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach?
It's like I'm not concerned.
Right, I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs...
Wow.
Yeah, wink, wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right?
Officially.
But say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still,
Split it into.
I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down. Of course, a fair fight, as all fights are. Good one, Teach. Play innocent now so they won't see it coming.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast
Nothing
friends.
much.
While I am pleased that you are taking
You
the
have been
initiative
up
to
to
acquaint
nothing
yourself
much,
with
got
the
it.
students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Haven't finished Fates and Awakening. Fortunately, those two games, they bear nothing on this one. All the dogs sound the same, so what was the point of that? Yeah, I already know about all that. Wait a second. Why is it that I only have 5? I guess I can only use 5. Let me actually go to units. Because Claude has a bow. Marianne is, I think she's a healer. Lorenz is just a spear. Hilda uses an axe. He uses the gauntlets. And I'm pretty sure that Leonie actually uses magic as well. Put Lorenz back. Have Raphael in there. Trying to understand. Okay, let me see. Lunch is having visions. When you still haven't gotten houses yet. Finally, I hate it when messages get deleted when you type it. That is really interesting. I've never seen that happen before. I'm wondering if it's. Hopefully, it's only you and it's not affecting anybody else. But yeah. But Yeah, so good to see you again. Hope your holidays went well. Leonie would be another contender, but she's just a commoner. Oh yeah, so is he. Oh yeah, this house actually has the most commoners in it. It's actually got 3. Well, 4 if you include my own character. I'll put in Lysithia for now. Wait. Hold on. Let me actually... I thought she used magic. Not support. Inventory, that's what I meant. Abilities. Okay, she does have level 1 reason and level 1 faith. And she's level 2 faith. Wow, he uses spear and reason, huh? She's lance and bow, lance and axe, I figured that. Axe and brawling, sword, bow, and authority. Oh, of course. Sword, brawling, and authority? Huh. Never knew the main character had brawling also. Lance prowess. Uses sword, bow, and authority. Just like him. Okay, well I guess I'll do it this way then. I did enjoy my New Year actually. New Year's Eve, we went over to, I went over to my aunt's house, literally ate, and we sat down playing a dominoes game called Mexican Trains, which out of everybody that plays, you start with the double 12s, and if nobody has the double 12s, you start with somebody, and everybody keeps drawing a tile until they can get the double 12s, and they put it in the center of this little circular thing that has spots all around it, to where you can actually set up a train where you have to start with a piece with a 12, and then you just keep adding from the dominoes there. And somebody can also start what's called the Mexican train, which is a train all by itself, using another piece that has 12 on it. And you just kind of keep going around until one person runs out of tiles, because if you can't play, you gotta draw a tile and put a train up on yours, because that means people can start playing on your train. So yeah, you just keep going around till everybody runs out of a tile, or till one person runs out of a tile. Then once that happens, everybody with whatever tiles they have left, they have to count up all the points, and that's the points that they have against them. So this is another game where the least amount of points wins, and you go from the double 12s all the way down to the double 0. So it ended up taking all night. We started playing sometime after 8, and the game didn't even finish till right before midnight. So I mean, it's definitely a long game.
So, this is the stage for the mock battle. The command's all yours, Teach.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other 2 is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be over...
Stay focused.
So I've got a sword or an axe. I'll stick with the sword for now.
I got this.
He has just the gauntlets for him. It's so quick. I'm gonna change him back out of the freaking...
Leave it to me.
Whoa, what? Oh, of course. He's another archer.
Ready and willing.
Who, me?
See, I knew if I move her there, she's gonna end up getting targeted. So I'd rather have an archer target another archer.
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
Do you have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
I just noticed that his team has 2 archers.
We'll try our best.
Let's hope I can at least hit once.
I'm the son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder.
Yes, yes, you do.
Plenty more where that came from.
I guess she doesn't have a heal yet.
So strong. Half.
Okay, he already has. It's just so weird fighting against the characters I've already.
You are performing as expected, Professor.
I've already,
We will
like
have
I
to
was
face you
using
with
my
our full
entire game
might.
last time.
We will use the forest to ambush our enemy. Everyone, I am counting on your support.
Ouch. 16 full damage.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
Good to go.
The new professor is rather strong. I suppose I'll have to call it a day.
Yes.
Sorry. Don't know my own strength.
I guess that's good. Might as well use it.
Are you planning on fighting 2 houses at once? I will admit that is favorable for us.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
They're not saying anything, they're just like, ugh. Dang, he's pretty sturdy. Yeah, he is pretty freaking sturdy.
You're making me work! You lost to me? I'm impressed.
Psst, your princeliness. You got a thing for Edelgard, right? Come on, fess up. You'll feel better.
Claude, please. This is no time for idle banter. Your defenses are wide open.
And that didn't get to him, huh? What a shame.
I got this.
Should I have held back?
Never hold back against your opponent.
Such power dwells within?
You can survive a hit. Good job, Lexi.
I have to try harder.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this'll be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Still got room to grow.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. Surprised that actually hit.
Mine?
There's another level up.
Try harder.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary. Each battle, a chance to grow.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
I could use a break.
I don't often use vulneraries that often, just more like around the very beginning of
Who, me? You might as well give up.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Sorry, did I hurt you? Oh dear, maybe I was too lazy.
They always say that if only one or two things go up. Intermediate sin.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is... the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet.
It's starting to get warm. It always gets warm in here around this time. There we go. That's a little better. Lysithia's motivation has maxed out. Maxed out, I mean, because she got MVP. I don't know how. One of her attacks were dodged, but I guess she did KO like 2 or 3 people.
Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win. Playing ignorant as to the quality of your command and deflecting the praise to your students. You really are a model professor, Teach. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Me? Oh, yes, of course. Well done, Professor.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience, right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
So he's a thief. Got it. Good to know.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Oh no, not bandits.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
And she's shocked.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
Yes, it's that person.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
And for anybody who has played Persona 5 or even Bravely Default, the voice of Sothis is also the voice of Mona from Persona 5 and the voice of oh my gosh, her name is like her face is right there. Oh my god, I could have sworn it also started with an E. Edia or Adia. Yeah, she also voiced that character in Bravely Default, which is really cool. I love the voice actors.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
That guy just looks like a bumbling moron. Oh, yeah. Save.
Part 1. White Clouds. Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Sometimes I forget how weird those images look like. Yes, I know about combat hearts. Ooh, excuse me. Ting.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Not even for an instant. Oh look, it's Annette's birthday. Sure.
Thank you.
Have some flowers. Oh yeah, see, it's not gonna let me do anything other than explore. I'll just put everyone back in their academy. Their academy outfit.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Professor, hey, it's not...
By the
I guess if you...
Huh. It won't let me give her a gift yet. Probably can't yet.
Okay. Good deal. Hello there. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I'm a merchant who slings wares all across Fodlan and beyond. I come in here all the time, so I'm sure our paths will cross more. Hopefully, much more.
And this is actually a character who's appeared throughout the Fire Emblem series too. And I do know she can end up joining you at some point.
Oh, Professor, hello. Truth is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind. And it's not important why, it only matters that it's pale blue. Thank you so much.
And that's where it basically says you can find lost items.
What is it? I'm not doing anything! I'm not bothering anybody! Am I?
Yeah, Bernadetta's the closet, the shut-in.
Have we met? No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
Yes. It's totally your imagination. Let's see, I can only plant one thing right now, so I'll just do that. Oops.
Professor, I'm not very I should probably stay behind for this one. Or help.
Yeah, I get it. You always gotta like run around and literally check in every spot, especially when it comes to the lost items. You never know where somebody could have lost an item.
Maybe.
So far, I haven't found one yet. Smithing stone. Another fish. All I've found so far was bait.
So, greetings, Professor. Are you settled in here at the,
Thanks. And this is where the marketplace is. If anybody's played any of the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance games or Final Fantasy 12, the music definitely sounds familiar.
Right.
Hey!
No, there's no items here.
So,
You can't be serious! I need your help. Yay!
That's weird. I didn't have this quest pop up until like really late in my first game. So of course I can't go to the stables yet. Running around.
So-
Inside. Yes, I know. I haven't been in the entrance hall yet.
What? You look bored. Care to duel? What? I just wanted to spar.
Yeah, he talks really weird.
you there. You will accompany the Fennec?
Oh, Professor! I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece.
Alright, see you later. And now we're in the dining area.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me?
Yes.
Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age. There are oh, well...
Well, she definitely loves her sweets. Good to know.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
Mine is worst. I say too hot.
But you are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes.
I am wearing lighter clothes. Look how many openings this has. This is pretty dang light. There's Annette.
Right. I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely remember that.
Well, honestly, to answer the question, I like both sweet and spicy foods. Let's see. Out of them, I need to get... I'll invite these two.
Mmm, delicious! Don't worry about finishing your portion. I'll gladly clean it up after you.
Could you eat a little more quietly, please? Your manners are disgraceful.
Hey there, kiddo. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm apparently just making food for some of these characters. There we go. Doing great? Good. What have you been up to today?
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Marianne doesn't smile often. You haven't been doing anything today? I'm sorry.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Okay, let me check. Wrong button. Well, actually, no, this. No. This. Because I need to go to where all the dots are.
How about this? Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
This way. As well as over here.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it?
Yes.
You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Maybe he just realized you're just a cougar and feels like you can just dodge a bullet.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Are you sure? I thought you'd found me out for a moment there.
There, be friends. Wow, so many people she can get an S rank with. Even someone as young as Cyril. Yeah, this was actually hinted in my playthrough on the other one. That, even Mercedes, wow. So, like, it was actually hinted in the other one that, that Dorothea could have been bisexual. it was also hinted that Lorenz, or sorry, not Lorenz, Linhart is actually bisexual because on my other game, being a male, Linhart was another character you can get up to an S rank, which is usually S ranks mean like relationship wise. So I thought it was interesting. I figured Dorothea would probably be an S rank on the female side, but I wasn't expecting Mercedes, or Mercedes, whatever you want to say. Mercedes, that's what it is. Mercedes, I was not expecting her to have an S rank with a female also. But then again, I don't really know her that well. Oh, there's a thing between Claude and Marianne. How? She says quietly.
Claude?
Oh, Marianne. Have the gods taken pity on my lost soul and revealed a sign to me?
The hell does that mean?
I've been researching the 10 elites of Fodlan, but I can't tell fact from fiction. Anyhow, what can I help you with?
Well, I found this pendant, and I think it's yours.
Ah, right you are. Yeah, honestly, I'd resigned myself to never seeing it again. It's a keepsake from my uncle, who has passed on. If I truly lost it, my grandfather would have had my head. Thanks for returning it to me, Marianne. You saved my tail.
Please, it was nothing. I should be...
No, I think that's enough researching for today. Why don't you join me for a nice chat?
I just came to deliver the pendant.
Sounds awfully lonely to only talk to those whom you have business with. Do you really dislike talking to people that much?
It's just... I never know what to say. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. We'll figure it out as we go. Tell me, are you like this with your father too? Within the Alliance, Margrave Edmund is prone to debate. With a father like that, I would have thought...
Margrave Edmund is my adoptive father.
Oh, is he? I didn't know. Where were you born?
That is none of your concern.
Ouch.
I really must be going.
She's hiding something, that much is clear. But that just makes me all the more desperate to know her secrets.
Okay. So, I mean, she almost seems as much of a shut-in. Well, not as much of a shut-in as Bernadetta, but they both don't really like talking to people. Which is interesting. So I'm actually very curious on what Marianne is like when 5 years has passed. So I'm very curious on what that will be like.
I was thinking.
And Sylvain.
What about... Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
Sylvain is a ladies' man.
I was thinking, the Knights of Sarah, there are as a member...
Thank you.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
You're always really busy. Jeez. Like, seriously, anytime you try and talk to him, he's always saying, I'm really busy. Okay, so I'm guessing these two.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Yeah, such a shame. Maybe next time do better.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Like, it gives you the option to recruit, but you can't really recruit anybody unless you have, like, high enough charm. So I really never understood the whole point of recruiting this early in the game.
Professor. It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
Whatever that means.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that? Student, if you want to. The how, of course. If you do a...
I think that's everyone, except on the battleground area. Oh, there's a thing here. Mint leaves. Pardon
That
me.
said...
That reminds me.
Hey there, Darklitten. It's going great so far. As one thing I said at the very beginning of the stream was that the other playthrough that I'm doing, I'm on chapter 15, and I was doing house, the Black Eagle house. This time around, I'm doing the Golden Deer house, and I'm very interested to see how much the story will differ just because I'm in a different house. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. So I'm actually, that's quite a ways away. That's many, many, many hours away.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor.
So far, so
when it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill? I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
I had to say the thing that he would like.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat. Hey there, Professor. Oh, not really.
That cloth is more or less.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself
Never
in a
played
good pile
any
of
Fire
books.
Emblem game.
There's truly nothing better.
Well, I do recommend picking up a Fire Emblem game if you actually like turn-based strategy games, kind of like the Final Fantasy Tactics games. I think Pokemon Conquest was like that too. I was trying to think of some more examples. Where you just like move a character from point A to point B, and if you're close enough to the enemy, you strike. Those types of games, turn-based strategy as they call them.
For years. So let me take care of you.
Sworn the blue cloth was here. Where was Dorothea again? Oh, wait, she was just right there. Where am I?
That reminds me.
Ah. No. Or was she in the...
Professor.
No, she wasn't in the classroom. Oh wait, she was way down this way. Standing outside of Bernadette's room for some reason.
That's so.
Oh, truth is,
Well, whatever. So that's what I could have sworn I remember happening, is that one of the other characters had found it. But I remember on the other game I was able to return it, but I don't remember how that came about.
Let's see.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. All right, there's Bernard. Final. One day, I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. There is nothing
There, just a little bit more of stroking the ego. They like to hear what they want to hear. Building rapport, basically.
Here's an idea. The East, in order. That is how.
I have a favor to ask.
Professor!
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indek?
Saint Kathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the... Inside the... Now that... I have something to ask of you. Inside the Saint... Now that you...
There's something else. It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner. It is the duty...
I guess I should have said no. I wonder when I get to use these. You actually get to use them later on. Yeah, I needed to go up here. Tantalizing cookbook. Illustrated cookbook.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Easy. They're not spending half of their life sleeping.
That's so.
I can't believe it.
Oh, there it is.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I agree.
I agree. Yerg.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so. You do seem to have...
There we go. Ooh, something hanging around watching the X-Men movie marathon. I haven't even seen all of the X-Men movies. Oh, that was the infirmary. I know I've seen quite a few, like a few of them, but I haven't seen all of them.
Thanks for your help.
All that just to find his tactics primer.
What? Was that a beep to go
See, thank you for... Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help believers live? I can...
Yeah, the teaching, sure.
What?
Why is the bell ringing again? Okay, so I have to come back down. So you can look at the map and you'll notice some glowing spots, and that means something important is right there. Aha. Choir sign-up sheet. Wait, who was that? Oh, yeah. Seriously, something is tingling my nose.
What? Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Good to know, I guess. Okay, so now let's go back to this dining hall, turn in that little quest.
Right. You're a lifesaver.
Back up to the cathedral and turn in these two. And then I'm done wandering around, and then the next thing is the next day.
My savior, thank you.
So, inside Saint Now that you... Well done. You have my thanks.
I got a steel
There's
sword.
something else.
Alright, so is there anything else? I think that was all of the quests. Alright. Time to finish up the day and do the seminar. This is where you could start increasing their skill level.
Don't tell me. No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures? I guess it's up to me to save the day. After all, it's probably that by over a student, it's an how it's possible in any case. Student, if you have if you want that, don't say.
I already knew all that. So who do we want to get to first? Well, she can end up becoming a warrior of some kind. Or, if I just keep her with an axe, she can, I just need to get her writing skill up at some point. So let's go ahead and do just that.
Yeah! I'm glad I put in some effort. For... I think...
Who to do next? Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I will get her faith up. She needs some more faith.
Don't. It was.
Go. Because he is probably going to end up being the brawler dude. So I'll get his axe.
It's.
That's it for that. Let's see. Well, I could have her riding on a horse. Well, at least nobody is like has a down arrow. I would want her to have some riding skill. I could totally see him as a Black Knight. Alright, let's see what their goals are. Yeah, axe and fist. Does he really need sword? Well, if his sword ability was up too, he can become a thief, because I think a sword and a bow. Hello, Evan. I don't know what that is. Von hast du Geburtstag? I have no idea what that is. I don't know German. I want her to have reasoning and faith. There you go. Why do you have bow also? I don't need that many people to use a bow. No, lance. I'll have you do it right here. Oh, it's a song and a meme? That explains why
Professor,
I don't know it.
May I ask you something?
There's so much to do. Never enough time on which to do it. Sleep is a nuisance, but my body forces me to slow down even though my mind doesn't want to. Do you have any tips for shaking tired feelings away? Try singing loudly, hot tea. Sleeping when you're tired is best for you. Well, I don't know if I want to play a song on my stream, because that'll definitely get my stream either a strike or a claim. Because I don't own the rights to that song, so I try to avoid anything that has copyright. I mean, heck, from time to time when I'm playing Smash Brothers, a certain song might play in a stage, and all of a sudden now I have a copyright claim. Well, I mean, whoever created the song they could potentially claim it.
Ah, gotcha.
That was probably not the best answer to choose.
It is a privilege to be paired with you, Hilda.
I'm not much good at this kind of thing. You'll take care of everything, right, Lawrence?
Of course, leave it all to me. It would not do for a noble lady such as yourself to suffer distress.
Oh, Lawrence, done already? You're so amazing. I truly admire you.
It was no trouble. Though I admit, I was surprised to see you actually did leave it all to me.
Well, at least they got some experience. Yeah. I would prefer not to get a strike on my channel.
Oh yeah, getting the hang of it.
Okay. Anyone with an E will certainly level up after this next one. Oh, it's a birthday day. Raphael.
Thanks.
So now this one, it's forcing me to do a battle, so I guess I'll have to do one. Practice battle. At least battles are where more of the action takes place.
Battalions are deployed in battle so students can learn how to take command. Oh, that concept may be new to a loner mercenary like you, eh, Teach? Want me to explain the basics? When hiring, take as for if you succeed, if you join.
Thank you. Oh wait, that's support stuff. I don't want support. I think it's market.
Welcome.
Battalion. What?
Come back.
Or do I have to go to unit? No. There we go. Church of Saros soldiers, Saros mercenaries. Yeah, those are the only three I have. At least everybody's in this fight this time. Well, let's fight.
Ready and willing.
Oh yeah, those spots were... Okay, so if I ever see like a yellow ring, it just means that somebody else, like throughout the internet, had fallen there, so you can get experience from that spot.
I stand ready.
Leave it to me. Who, me?
Ready anytime.
I got this.
Who, me? Let's get to it.
Stay focused.
Can't even this character all the way up. At least I've got a healer on my team now.
I think not.
They both missed each other. That's not good. Well, at least Tempest Lance has a stronger chance.
You're outclassed.
Get out of that level 1 territory.
Should I have held back?
I don't think anyone's taken any damage yet, so.
How do you like that?
So now if someone takes damage, she can heal. Which nobody has yet. Oh, he doesn't even have an axe yet.
Get out of here! Plenty more where that came from.
God, he got a critical hit too. Nice.
I think I've gotten.
So I guess I can move her back over this way in case he gets hit the next turn.
I'm all sweaty. Another one down.
Get her leveled up too.
Can't get comfortable.
Alright. Let's see what they'll do. Take quite a bit of damage. Good job. You were able to knock the rest of his life.
I won?
So otherwise, they don't get a whole lot of experience when they're healing.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
The very first Fire Emblem game I ever played was actually, it was after Melee came out, and a Fire Emblem game actually came out for GameCube, so I wanted to give it a try. Hello, King Punchwood. Wow, it's been quite a while. How you been doing? And but the first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which was on GameCube. That's the one that has Ike in it, like the first Ike, not the buffed up Ike. That was Radiant Dawn, I think, or something. And happy birthday, King Punchwood. Hopefully your birthday is going pretty well. Well, he does have a sword. Or not. He's capable of wielding one, but he doesn't actually have one.
A trivial victory.
Training plants plus.
As expected.
She's level 14.
Another step forward.
Got faster too. Yeah, send that to the thing too.
It's over.
Keep attacking
Each battle,
that
a
character.
chance
I'm
to
going
grow.
to lose this fight. My character definitely needs to dodge an attack. Because the two that are closer are definitely going to go after them. And they've been dealing 8 damage. Well, there's no way in hell she's going to dodge the next attack. Oh my god, I can't believe she dodged
Should
that
I have
attack.
held back? Careful now.
I seriously can't believe they dodged
I'll celebrate later.
Naturally.
Good food and saw a movie? Nice. You have to go do some things? Alright, we'll see you later. Have a great rest of your birthday. And of course my character got that. I can't believe how lucky I got in that fight. If they didn't dodge that last hit, they would have died for sure, and that would have been the end of the battle. That's the only way the battle can end, is if the main character dies. Well, no. I don't think it works like that in these types of battles. If it was like the main battle, then yes, that would be true. But since that's a mock, it's not a story battle per se. So because it's not a story battle, you can actually opt to leave out your main character in that fight. So it's only I think it only ever says if all characters go down. So I'm fine. Alright, so yes, save progress.
My thank you so much. I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
Most deployed. So that just goes to show you that
I am
most people who play
grateful.
this game, they end up going with the Black Eagles side.
Thank you.
Especially when you see Dorothea, Petra, and Bernadetta on the very top. Alright, yay, more instructions. So that means now I can do the other 3. So I definitely want you to increase your reason.
Maybe
Good.
I think
I thought reasoning was already level. No, it wasn't level 1 yet. What is his Oh, his strength and magic are about normal. So maybe he should go the mortal. It was mortal something, I think, where it was sword and magic. I think that's what Loren should be.
I've come to under.
And he's just learned fire.
I'm beginning to understand.
I need to give him a sword. He needs a sword. But let's increase your bow. Well, no.
Let's.
There's that.
That was.
Great. Aw. Oh, nope, that was good. I got a sword skill to a D.
Yeah.
Sweet. So now let's update these goals. I need to keep him with authority for now, just because he can become a lord, which is the next class. But after that, I don't care much about authority, and we'll just go all out on his other things. Okay, Lorenz, forget using lances, go with the sword. Since I didn't want faith. Reason, there we go. And then you're fine where you're at. It is nice to actually have multiple characters that have the ability to heal. So I think for Lysithea, instead of authority, she doesn't necessarily need authority. We'll do faith and reasoning also. And that should be good for now. Let's begin that lecture, which lasts all week. Claude.
Hey, Teach. I see you're as stony-faced as usual. I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just lost in thought. Or maybe you simply don't care about anything that's going on. Oh, sorry. I really didn't mean to be rude. I just find you fascinating. Actually, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Can you spare some time?
Just a second.
That's just the sort of attitude I'd expect from a new teacher. Speaking of, before you came here, you were a mercenary, right? Always getting your hands dirty on the battlefield and whatnot? It's a bit unusual that you suddenly decided to become a teacher one day. In any case, I've been meaning to ask, did your father teach you how to fight? I figured. Your father used to lead the knights, didn't he? And I hear he was a legendary mercenary as well. It must have been hard on your mother when you followed in your father's footsteps and became a mercenary too. I see. I suppose you grew up moving from battlefield to battlefield with your father then. You know, for someone who's right around the same age as me, you certainly have an unusual amount of composure. I guess it's only natural that you'd be different from young nobles who grew up in the lap of luxury. Ha! Well, even so, I am heir to House Regan, the leading family of the Alliance. But I didn't exactly grow up in luxury like most people of noble blood. Hey, maybe that's why you and I get along so well. Folks like us should stick together. As house leader, I'll do all I can to help you out. We can start by making time for more little chats like this.
He's just staring at my character's cleavage. Saint Martial Day. Yep, let's do that. Whoever is there will gain some faith. Well, at least one of the characters learning
very
this.
loud. What's the point of singing practice? It's not going to make me stronger.
Just deal with it. Stop being so frowny. Deal with it because I told you to. And now all of a sudden my thing
Dear
with Marianne
goddess,
is better.
I ask for guidance. Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too? I see. That's why I'm here too. Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at talking to people. The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here. Oh, no particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am. Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor.
Yeah, it's basically Bernadetta all over again. But at least it increased her motivation.
Oh, Lawrence, done all.
It was no trouble. Though.
All these skills.
Yeah, I've got this down.
I think I get it now. I feel like I get it now.
I've got a grasp on this.
Sweet, she learned to heal. Swarm Z. That's a new one.
Oh yeah, getting the hang.
So once Marianne gets to rank D, she should be able to further increase. She should also be able to use dark magic or black magic too, whatever you want to call it. Reasoning. Yep, I had a feeling today was seminar. I'll look at certifications later. Well, no, I can look at it now, I guess. Well, Frost is really the only one that can, because you have to be level 5 to class up, I think. Oh no, they have to be level 10. It's just if you want to change them from a commoner to a myrmidon or myrmidon or whatever. Or change to a fighter or something. I never really bothered with doing that. Yes, I'd rather do this one. So those two can get more reason, or that one can get more reasoning experience.
I think I've got the hang of it.
I think I get it.
Yay! Ooh, Blizzard. I haven't even seen that element. Nobody in my team on the Black Eagles could use Blizzard. There was one that used fire and wind, and the other one just looked like it was all like poison and darkness kind of stuff. Sweet, so now she actually has the ability to use reasoning magic too. Which is exactly what I wanted. And now whose birthday is it? Mercedes. Sure, have some flowers. What is this? Oh.
Hey, Teach. Glad you can make it. We've been waiting on you.
It seems the knights have our foes cornered. They are in Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
It's bandit time? That sounds like real night work. Let's get to it.
I'm itching to put my skills to the test as well. We have to win so Captain Gerald can see how much I've learned.
I thought Gerald wasn't coming with us. Either way, I'll give it everything I've got.
Even if I go, it's not like I'd be of any use.
That's enough of that. If we don't work together and give it our all, we are doomed to fail.
Exactly.
You can be pretty intense sometimes, Lysithia. But I agree. Let's do our best.
If we fight half as well as we chatter, we'll be fine. Come on, Teach. Lead the way.
It's like everyone's so eager. Alright. Okay, this is what I was waiting for because, oh, I've got more support stuff. Oh, just Lorenz and Hilda.
Lawrence, at it again.
Hello, Hilda. Are you training too? If that's the case, I may have to revise my opinion of you. Increased strength and skill would serve as perfect complements to your beauty and esteemed lineage.
No, I just left something here. I don't share your tireless work ethic. You're quite something. I don't think I've ever seen you take a break.
When the fate of all the Alliance rests on your shoulders, the rigors of training seem paltry by comparison. Besides, when my admirers see that even an individual of my talent possesses a diligent work ethic, it is sure to inspire them.
I see, but I was wondering... Never mind, you're clearly busy.
Oh, is there something you require? What do you need? There is nothing I cannot handle.
Well, the trouble is, I'm no good at fighting. I'm a fragile young lady, not a fearsome warrior. I didn't even want to join the academy, honestly. My brother made me.
Of course. For a delicate flower such as yourself, no doubt battle must present a terrible hardship.
It does. It truly does. So, I was wondering if, in the next training session, you do my fighting for me? I mean, I can put on a tough, I'm actually fighting kind of air, but that's not quite enough on its own.
Please, leave all of the difficulty to me. I shall permit no harm to befall you.
I'm so happy. In that case, I'll focus on giving a convincingly soldierly performance. You know, Lawrence, you're a good guy. Not that I'd have expected anything less from a noble.
With each of your foes that I vanquish, I shall only become ever stronger. Yes, leave it all to me.
What a guy. And all I had to do was ask.
Very manipulative.
Maybe I'll have a snack.
She's got Lorenz wrapped all around her finger. That is true. She can actually fight for herself. She actually has some pretty impressive axe skills. So it's definitely not impossible for her. Okay, some of these characters, like you don't need all those vulneraries. And you don't need a second iron sword. Well, no. You need a sword. Steel. Oh wait. Yeah, steel is better than iron, so I'll store that. Equip those. So I'll give you an iron sword as well, because you need some better sword skill. You need sword skills as well. You need an axe, which there aren't any available. Well, I'm just wanting him to focus on being an archer, but in order for him to be a mounted bow knight, he also needs lance abilities too. I can care less. You don't necessarily need the training bow on you. And you don't necessarily need the sword on you. What am I going to make you, though? Because you don't need to be, like, a brawler of any kind. Well, I can let you use a sword. You can use... She would actually make more of a brawler, but I've already got another character going to be a brawler. You know, maybe you can actually be... I can actually see her being on a flying mount. Yeah, I can actually see Leonie on a flying mount. Maybe I should have her work on flying than horseback. So she would be fine with that. Yeah, okay. I'll have to make sure to do that next time. But since I got items so far, I'm actually going to go to the marketplace and see what else I can buy. So you... Well, it doesn't matter what this character uses and has, because I already know what class they're going to be later on, so it doesn't really matter. Well, he could already have a steel sword, so I'll buy one for him. And he needs a sword. So, because I want him to work on his swordsmanship, because he'll be sword and reasoning. You need an axe. There you go. Well, I'd rather you have an iron lance, just because an iron lance actually is stronger. And you're just magic, you're just magic. And I'll get you a better sword than just a training sword. There you go. Now, what do you not need? I guess I didn't need to buy an iron sword if I was just going to make him drop it, but whatever. Yeah, we don't need those. Go to the convoy. Permanently increases HP by 7. Permanently increases strength by 3. Increases speed by 3. Increases movement by 2. Oh yeah. Oh, I have a leather leather shield in here too? Who out of all these characters has the lowest defense? I just don't have any money at the moment. On my other game, I remember before I even started spending money on stuff, I had like well over like 40,000. Well, I could buy a bunch of these. Oh no, why did I do that? I should have just stuck with buying leather shields for everyone. So let me go back to the inventory here. I'll just remove this person's leather shield. And I'll remove your leather shield. I want to make sure these two at least have a leather shield. There. Because these are actually great for defense, especially for the characters who don't have much defense. And the main character always seems to have defense. Okay, there we go. So this was increases by 7. This increases speed. That's good to use too. And this was movement. But I'm tempted. Do I really want to put 7 HP on this character? Well, it probably should, because this is the most important character for a lot of these battles. Okay, that should be fine for now. Well, you don't need to be holding this. That's for sure. Or that. It'll eventually get to a point to where my healers can actually heal from far distances away. To where I don't necessarily need to end up worrying about having vulneraries on my characters. Alright, so let's start this mission. Because again, if I go to the certifications, whoop-de-doo. Poor Marianne, still level 1. I always forget that it wants you to save right before a battle. Dog and cat gift recipients? Oh, okay. It's basically the animals that people end up gifting food to. And I guess the
So,
air
we are
hound
taking
or
children into
ire
battle, are
hound
we?
is the big one.
I'm not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Let's see where everyone lies. My two healers are right here. See, a flyer would actually just be able to go straight across. They don't have to cross the board or the thing. As good as any, I guess. Alright, let's send these kids out to fight to the death.
So this is the Red Canyon. Doesn't look red to me. Anyway, let's get things started, Teach. Looks like the thieves have been driven back. That's what we last heard, so no surprise there.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
Yep, it's that dumbass.
I hear there's a back road to the west. How about we split up and attack from there and from the front? We may be able to corner the enemy by approaching from both sides. In any case, we need to cross the bridge first. I'll leave the details to you, Teach.
Yes.
Leave it to me. Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Stay focused.
Who, me?
I got this.
I stand ready.
Ready anytime.
Let's get to it.
Too easy.
Low chance of hit, I guess. Oh, she has no Sferatu, though. How did that miss? There was a 70... Freaking kidding me.
Why me?
Never underestimate an outsider.
Attack when something's up in his face.
We were taken by some...
Should have trained better. This is my first.
Each battle, a chance to grow. We must all do our...
This is what I do. There's still a long way to go. A precious opportunity to test my...
Let us help.
I've got an idea.
Naturally. I thought I... It is a noble's duty to guard...
I'm seeing all these yellow spots.
We stole this treasure. It's all ours. There's no way we're gonna give it up to some knights.
This is our chance.
30% chance to win.
Sorry.
Oh, he's still level 1, poor guy.
plenty more where that came from. Huh. Ugh.
Chest key. So he can now come over to this chest and open it, if he so wished. She's finally level 2.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Seems like either way she's gonna get hit twice.
Oh, I got it! I'm still
delicate clown. Trying to get more experience for some of these characters. Okay, that was completely unnecessary.
Now!
What a fool.
I appreciate that.
perfect compre-
I thought I gave him a sword. No, he's, I guess, just an archer. Large bullion. I think that sells for 3,000.
I guess it worked out. Please forgive me, Goddess, and save their souls.
Oh, of course. Going right here. Only the archer can get to her. Maybe I'll move. Or maybe I'll just leave it here. Just attack the fire.
sorry, but victory is mine. I've reached the...
That is that.
Good. Nice try.
Thank you.
Damn! They're coming from the west, too! I can't stand these brats!
I bet not. Training Lance. How quaint.
I put in some work. I was planning to just sit back and watch, but hey, I got one.
Yeah, you sure did.
I'm really sorry.
Thanks.
You can't compete with me. Nah.
Yeah, thanks.
Good shield.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Archer versus archer. Oh, you're shooting. I knew you did that from the get-go. Battalions too. Wait, has she run out of heals? Is that seriously what's happened? Seriously, he's gonna be left with 1 freaking HP.
Should I have held back?
I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Oh no, it's in your turn.
Huh? It worked out. I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Can I get a do-over?
If you say so.
Forgot that whenever they first start out healing, they can only heal like 3 or 4 times.
I'm all sweaty.
Really, she couldn't stand right now.
I'm a bit uneasy.
Oh, I guess she just healed 5 times.
Did the trick.
Ready anytime.
Maybe I should never run straight to there. Oh, the professor did the healing. Does a lot more damage.
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've underestimated.
I really want him
I should have never listened to that idiot. What a mistake.
Desperate level he needed. His strength didn't go up, really? Just his magic?
Those thieves ran out of luck when they entered this canyon. They never had a chance. Your leadership was amazing, Teach. Let's leave the rest of this work to the Knights.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place. You must be weak of heart. Each time I speak, it scares you so. Although the battle's at an end, do not feel too at ease. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here. How very odd. I wonder if somehow my memories have... I must admit I am unsure. Beyond the name and the strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Teach, what are you doing here? We should get back to the academy.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more. I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same. In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
Hey, Teach. On the way back, you seemed transfixed by the canyon. Did something happen there? It seemed familiar to you? Huh. Can't say the same. Maybe it's a memory from when you were a child, or from a past life. Anyway, if you can't remember, I guess there isn't really much more to be said.
Indeed.
Although, I'll admit, there is something about that canyon that has me captivated as well. How did Xanadu come to be called the Red Canyon? Nothing there was actually red.
A war must have been fought there which turned it red at one point before it got washed away by the rain.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry. Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Xanadu? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Xanadu could only have been a temporary haven. Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul. I see. During your time here, I pray.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
Oh yeah, it was during your time here, pray that you come devote yourself to the teachings of Seros. I didn't mean to accidentally miss that.
A goddess? I have no memory of her. But then, I have no memory at all. Oh, how bothersome. It is as though I know, and yet I don't. Perhaps Xanadu was my home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? No, that cannot be. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow connected? Perhaps some past regret is stopping me from moving on, and now I'm forced to stay with you instead. No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
She just gets tired so easily. She looks like a child, despite, I'm assuming, her age.
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
It's unfortunate you can't skip that, too. I would very much like to skip his little monologues at the start. Yeah, I have money again.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Seros.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Seros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Ceros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the church.
Foolish indeed. And it's time for Sylvain's. Oh, right.
Thank you so much.
So now I should have the option to do whatever I want. Whether explore, seminar, battle, rest, marketplace, certifications. And of course, this is usually the time. I tend to follow what everybody else has been doing, so I would like explore. Just because. Except the quest run. Oh, and this is where...
You have spent quite some time in here, engaging in such idle chatter. Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste?
Yes.
You must try harder from now on.
Must try harder. So I don't think I'm gonna...
Huh?
Really waste time talking to everybody. Mostly just those who are in my class, because there really is. There's not really much of a benefit talking to other people.
I'm studying here so I could be the best there is, just like Captain Gerald. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary, Professor? I'm going to work a lot harder than all the fancy nobles around here, I can tell you that. I'm studying.
Even though she's in my class, I'm wondering why I'm still not able to like give gifts to people.
Professor. First that bandit business, and now a noble rebellion? Are we ever gonna do anything but find and subdue people? Well, if we're just going to tie up loose ends, at least it'll be pretty safe. I don't mind stretching my legs for this one. And if Catherine's going too, there's a good chance we'll get a look at her relic in action. Can I ask you a favor?
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. I'd have expected you to be more careful, seeing as how you're a professor and all. I hate when my clothes get dirty. That's one of the many reasons I find it best to train as little as possible. Professor, I hate...
Deal. Abyss? Ancient, sprawling, some folks admit but only the most... Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I know you're busy. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. Thank you. A merchant.
So now Anna is one of my party members, so I can now use her in battle too. Which was nice because by the time I got her, everybody was already in like in the 20s. But Anna was like level 17. I was like, ugh. So it's nice to be able, I think it's because she was part of the last DLC, to where she could be added into your party, which is why I didn't have much of a choice there to get her so late. But now I have Anna in my party.
Hello.
What? There's an item here again? I swear an earthworm always appears there. What is this? I don't know what type of dog this is, but well, you never give onions to a dog. Onions are poisonous to dogs. I'm sure you really love that. Here. I don't know whether there's any point of doing that.
What? I desired fresh air. I have a favor to ask.
Pond snail. Still getting a lot of bait. That's an actual fish. Here's Wrath.
Hey, Professor. Do you happen? No matter how much I eat, my muscles must be.
Yeah, thanks.
Inspiration this
Talk to you at least. Well, let's harvest these. Almost at rank D. We will do root vegetable, sure.
If the flower, I feel like flowers.
If a flower feels like a flower, that's what it sounded like she said. If a flower feels like a flower.
If the flowers that. If the flower, I feel like flowers that.
It just sounds so funny.
inspirational.
Well, I should probably go and follow where the red thing is on the map. Because it's telling me to go talk to somebody down here. Smithing stone. Oh, I missed that. There you are.
Yep. What do you require?
Saros Holy Monks. Oh, I didn't know there were some for healing.
Do you want to hire this?
We've got you covered.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At the battalion, we're allowed naturally. You can.
Yes, thank you. Now I have no money again. And of course, now it's going to make me go all the way back and talk to Jaritza again. I'll do that in a second. I just want to look around. I just want to. I just want to.
Maybe.
What?
I want to go around this way. Especially since I can go to the stable side now.
Oh. Was there something you needed? Oh, you like horses? I like them too. They're such kind creatures.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I like the fact that she can heal too. Oh, but she said she likes horses, which means she can end up being on a mount. Well, I guess she could be... She could still have black magic, but she focuses mostly on healing. So maybe she could be the mounted healer. So I should probably get her other thing up. There's another quest there. There's 2 quests way up there. So let's go this way and hit that quest.
Right. I've heard why would... Oh, a ghost... I have a favor to ask of you. To be... Thankfully... Okay.
Ah. Blast. Thanks. That was a big help.
So, I need to go up here. Counselor.
Thank you so much for your help.
Ridiculous rumors about ghosts appearing in the monastery. It's nonsense and it disrupts my studies. There aren't really ghosts, are there? You have nothing to worry about. There are no ghosts. I didn't know Lysithea didn't like ghosts. I'm not good at cleaning up. I try my best, but before I know it, everything's messy again. Cleaning is easy when you have a plan of attack. I don't know what to do for her. She's such a moody character. Didn't seem like any of those answers fit. I almost never come down here. But Lysithea does like to hang about here.
Ah, Professor! It would seem that a minor lord in Fargus is raising an army. This poses a threat. There's some...
Yeah, okay. Oops. There we go. Well, there is one person here. And it is...
I can't believe it.
Ignace.
This place has so many breathtaking works of art. I feel like I'm living in a museum. Each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000 years ago. I'm from a family...
I figured that was the wrong answer.
Hey.
Well...
Well, did you hear? The king spilling. Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
Oh, she's forcing me to do
I simply must thank you, Professor. Did you hear? The king spilling.
Still don't have the ability to return lost items or anything yet.
Really?
B. Castle Gasp. It was by I have a request.
This way.
Well...
Oh, right. It's the one thing you can actually give to Geralt. It's the wooden flask, but I think it's because he's teaching you. This is teaching you about the lost items.
Thanks for your help.
I don't remember if the sigil was hers or if it was.
Way. Did you hear the king spilling?
Yep. Okay.
No,
Okay.
that's.
If it wasn't hers, then the only one I could think of is him, but I don't know where he's at. He's not even up here. Okay, he's in the dining area. Because I'm thinking it's Hanneman's. Because he likes the sigil stuff too. I think. Sorcery book. Where is Hanneman in this room? Oh, there he is. Let's see if it's him.
I'm sorry, but that just now.
Okay, lost item.
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
School of Sorcery book. Text from the Kingdom School of Sorcery. It belongs to someone who went to that school. Could be anybody, really. I haven't even talked to everybody. I'm still missing one person. They're up in the top right corner. Nope, there's somebody down there too that I haven't talked to. Let's see. Hey there, Allison. Welcome to the stream. You actually came right at the time where I needed to actually go to the bathroom. So, give me just a moment. Alright, I am back. Okay, so I am back now. But yes, hello, Allison. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you again. And if I I remember correctly, I think that Book of Sorcery.
If you have you witnessed any such behavior? If you see anything,
I think I know who the book belongs to. Let's see. I definitely need to get Hilda up. But let me actually go to the full menu. I need to do Hilda, somebody else. So I'm looking for Hilda. I could have sworn there was somebody other than Hilda that was maybe I guess not. I think everybody is good except for these two.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Ah, this is one of my favorites. How did you know?
Yay, professor level went up. That's great. Though when it goes up to level D, I was supposed to have like another professor point, but I guess not right now. Anyway, I need to go see Lysithia again. So believe that School of Sorcery book belongs to her. If I, like I said, if I remember correctly.
Listen, there's some... What?
Oh, I guess not. Maybe, oh no, I remember who it is now. It was Annette, not Anna, Annette. Wherever the heck she is. Right there. Annette, I think, was the School of Sorcery book. Even though she doesn't look it.
Okay.
Oh, there's another item here. Leather bow sheath. It looks like something Claude would own. That one just tells you right out the gate. Best pest practices. Okay.
To be honest, I felt thankful.
Yep,
Oh,
it
that!
was hers.
Hello.
Okay. So where was Claude? Over here. So I'm gonna go give this to her.
Ah. First, well, if we and if you found it, Teach. I've been looking.
You're welcome. I think it's because I was like, I don't know. So the only other person I haven't talked to is Lorenz, which is over here. He's not actually in the stable though, because he's up this way for some reason. Where he is.
It is a noble's duty to protect the common folk, not to endanger them by rallying armies in such a feckless and improper manner. Abuse of that kind is no better than slavery. A proper noble must guard the people from such a fate, wouldn't you say? Precisely why true nobility is well respected.
Gift to offer. These are really the only things I have. says Anna. I forgot to talk to Anna down here.
Hey, Professor, I'd love to.
Okay, I think I've talked to everybody that's in my class at least. So I don't see any more speech bubbles over the blue dots on the map, so I think that's all I'm doing for this. And always instruct manually. So who did I... Oh, see, Raphael, but he never popped up at the same time with Hilda. So she's got her writing. I think. Yeah. What did I say I wanted to make her? I know for Leonie, I wanted to switch her from writing to flying. So I'm going to do that now when I've got my mind on it. Switch her to flying. She's already going to sword. Other route. Sorry about that, I was responding to a couple messages. Anyway, let's see. Don't think anybody else I was changing the goals for yet. So for Lorenz... to get that sword up.
That was my efforts. I've come to.
Okay. So who else did I want to get up? Yes, she learned physics. That's awesome.
Oh.
There's that. I'm glad I can actually do 4 of these now. so that means she should level up her flying once this is done. I don't know why I have him doing the writing again. Task. There we go. And begin lecture.
Well, may I?
Excuse me, can you help me? I always get the feeling that I'm being watched. I get so nervous, but I can't sleep at night. That's the goddess watching over you. You're safe here. Should be someone who's interested in you. Might be right.
I see.
Yeah, don't worry, it's just the goddess watching over you.
Professor.
She just wants to focus solely on faith. No, I want you to focus on both. Now what? Oh, Anna's birthday.
Thanks a million.
Hey, $200 that I can't afford. Lorenz's birthday. Yes, because he's at least in my thing.
Hello, Marianne.
My apologies if I cause you any trouble, Hilda.
What trouble? You'll be all right. You look like a hard worker. We nailed it. I'm so proud of us.
I'm sorry, Hilda. I didn't do any of the hard work.
I find it funny how with Lorenz, they were always just good, and Lorenz did all the work and Hilda did nothing, but when these two are together, they actually both did work. It's crazy how that happens.
Better than before.
Aha! I'm getting
She's
it.
got Nosferatu.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Thank Healer.
I'm getting better at this.
Nice, you've already got 3 in the C class. Let's keep that up. See, now at this point, 77% of the people went to do a battle. But I've got some more support. It's probably Marianne. Oh, Marianne Hilda and Marianne and Hilda, or Leonie.
Why do I have to clean the library? It looks like you're not busy. I was quite busy sampling pastries, I'll have you know. Who wants to sort books anyway? They're so bulky and heavy, it takes forever to lug them around. Right, Marianne? You agree with me, right?
No, I don't mind it.
Oh, you like cleaning then? I will say you look like someone who'd be good at it.
Well...
In that case, it's all yours. I'd only slow you down if I'm being honest. As I always say, if you want something done right, let someone else do it themselves. Right, I'm off to run some errands. I'll leave all this in your capable hands.
Poor Marianne. That's what happens when you're so soft-spoken.
Hey, Marianne, are you? Whoa, what happened? This place looks even worse than before. I didn't realize that was possible.
I'm sorry, Hilda. I just didn't know the best way to organize the books while sorting.
Oh, well, no way around it, I suppose. I'll show you how it's done. First, you have to decide where you'll put each topic. Then, all of the books that don't match that topic, remove them from the section. When you remove them, you need a temporary place to put them. Let's put books on magic here, books on swordsmanship here. Once you've done that, you just put the books back in their sections, like so.
Wow, Hilda, that was incredible.
Yeah, what kind praise. Looks like in the end, I'm doing this whole thing on my own,
Sorry. The least I can do is help you put them back on the shelf.
Very interesting interaction there. And now it's Marianne and Leonie. Complete opposites as well.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Hey, Marianne, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh.
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I'd give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
No, I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
Jeez. That could have gone a lot better. Why does it seem like all the support level, like C and B, can also... they just lead to, like, awkward situations like those? Hold on, what did I have? Okay, see, that's what I thought the problem was. I have him learning sword, but he doesn't have a flippin' sword on him. Why does he have a lance? Just like for those close encounter things, I wanted him to have a sword on him. Guess never happened. Huh? Phone had to notify me that it wants me to do a restart, so I was like, okay, I guess. I'll restart it now then. So at least now he has a sword. So we might as well do a battle of some kind. Twice the rewards. Do.
Thanks
training
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
gauntlets and all that stuff. He's got a steel, she's got a steel bow on her that she doesn't need. Here's the marked bullion that I want to. Oh,
Is that the
5,000.
one?
Selling
Thanks a bunch.
trading lands plus.
Is that the one?
The Iron Lance in it.
Thanks a bunch.
Even she's got a large
Is
bullion
that
on
the
her.
one? Thanks a
That's
bunch.
a lot more money. Training bow.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
I don't want any of these training anything. There.
Come back soon.
So. Oh, the steel bow, that's right. Oh, he can even use the steel bow. That's good that his bow skill is up high enough to use a steel bow. Now it's time for the real battle to begin. Oh, she's even here too. So, who needs that experience? He does, and he's way over there. I should have looked at the map first. See, she's already level 5.
Who, me?
Aye, aye.
Who, me?
I stand ready.
Leave it to me.
I got this.
Stay focused.
Ready anytime.
Let's get to it.
Trading axe, oh boy.
Ready and willing.
Jeez. I thought I had his. So much faster.
What?
What is right?
Oh dear.
Of course, they had to run into the tree too. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why is everybody's accuracy like so shit in this fight?
Goddess, protect me.
She only has 5 more uses on that lance. Oh, that explains it. Oh my god. They're all able to attack twice. This is infuriating.
Naturally.
It's like, why are their speeds so freaking high? What level are they? No freaking wonder, they're level 10.
If you say so.
Yeah, that was the wrong direction to lead him.
Plenty more where that came from. Huh. Ugh.
It was a good try. Life.
Of course I won.
Man, they were seriously under level
still-
for this area. And both of these two are going to go after him.
That is that.
Ignace is a dog.
I'm sorry.
These are all able to attack twice, which is unfair.
Strength in action.
Well, they're all leveling up with each kill that they get.
I think I'm...
Good looking out.
Better be careful.
Another one down. Come on.
Nope, no more Iron Lance for you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Chance to hit.
Never underestimate an outsider. Life.
Another one where they only level twice.
Ow! Ah! Not so fast.
Too easy.
They missed each
Who, me?
Super grateful.
She's level 4.
Is this power really mine?
Well, they're leveling up pretty quickly, so that's...
Aye, aye. Thanks for the business. I know a good deal when I see it.
Oh, that's nice. There's just too many trees.
Predictable. No hesitation. As expected. I'm not setting a very...
Nope. A trivial victory.
Kidding me. We were both in the tree, but yet they hit.
Piece of cake.
Seriously, he was able to hit twice. It was such a target that I hate characters like these. And of course, he was able to heal up any freaking damage he had.
We'll lend a hand.
Come, I have an idea.
I'll manage.
He just can't do anything.
Me too.
No time like the present. It's not luck, it's fate.
Get rid of that dirt.
I'm not.
Of course, they've got to heal some health back because they were using Nosferatu. Not freaking surprised at that missed.
You didn't give it your all.
There goes another one.
Predictable.
This is what I do.
Most damage possible.
Let us be cautious. Magnificent.
Thank you.
Really? I'm sick of these freaking woods.
It's time.
You're outclassed. I am still.
Sorry.
That helps.
Seriously. Made me frickin' waste that. .76% chance of hitting, and he frickin' misses.
Well done.
I can't believe that didn't finish him off without melting it.
Oh.
Miss too, with a 77% chance of hitting.
I know.
I stand ready.
Thanks. Getting closer.
Why me? My...
That's the last.
That's the golden deer for you.
Jeez. I didn't realize they were that high of leveled. Okay, give me just a moment. I guess I could save. What is this thing doing? Hold on. Something's going on with my computer. Are you serious right now? The hell is this stupid computer? I really hate my computer. I know I've said it many times before, but I really, really hate my computer. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, now you're deciding to work now? The hell? No, you're still freezing. Of course you are. There, jeez. Okay, who can I instruct now? I guess there's only 3, really. 4. I've got 4. So what did I want to instruct you on?
Let's do this.
There we go.
That was easy.
C.
I see.
And then finish it off on sword. Alright, Ignatz.
I'll keep.
Okay, well at least base, he'll level up his bowmanship. Hilda. Sure, it's just straight up good all the way around. I hate it when it does that. I know it says bow, but she also has an E+ in faith.
You could make.
Oh, she'll level up her bow too.
Hey there, Professor. Focus on sword and bow, focus on sword skills, sword fighting class. No.
I'm glad I get to work with you.
Of course, Marianne. You can always count on your old pal Hilda.
Thank you. I'll do my best. That was amazing.
Something about you makes me want to put in effort. It's kind of weird.
It's starting to make sense.
My efforts have borne fruit.
I feel like I get it now.
I've got a grasp on this.
Luna, eh?
It's starting to make sense.
I'm impressed yet.
Everybody got skill.
Thank you.
Thank you, she says. Alright, there's another bullion to sell. Guess that was really it. Don't have the option for blacksmith yet. No support either. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save again. Because, let's see, I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I wasn't planning on this to be a very long stream. It's, well, I guess it still was almost 4 hours long, considering I started at 6 o'clock and it's almost 10. But it just gives me some time to relax before I have to go pick up my roommate from work again. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this off here. I'll think of something to do tomorrow. I don't know, maybe do some more World of Light tomorrow, since I was originally going to do that before, but this was messing up. But so yeah, anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by to watch the stream. For those of you who were in here that were kind of had it probably running in the background, or you were just watching but not talking, either way, thanks regardless, and I'll see you guys all in the next stream.